Hey all brothers and sisters, my name is Captain Meatshield and welcome back to the shipyard, where once again we're sitting down for some more of the Enterprise D build. As you would have seen in the last episode, I took a while getting on with my backlog, so issue 14 has arrived. It's been a little while since then, and issue 15 has arrived as well, but I've had a skim through of the books that I've got, and I'm going to be spending today getting both issues done in separate videos, obviously, but because we are going to be making a lot of progress, and I'm really excited to see what we're going to have as an end result by the end of all of this. So let's just crack on with it, because we're going to be making some good moves going forward. So stage 51 is already laid out, and we're going to be wrapping up on a little bit more of the saucer stuff. We've got some stuff for the nacelle. I've just thrown that light, I don't know where that's gone. But we've got to start off with this piece here, and we've got to attach these onto it as well, then get it onto the saucer. So let's get going. And yeah, because I'm going to be having a long day of just building, I thought I'll just dress down for the day. So I've got my fancy Utopia Planitia space pajamas, I suppose. I don't know, this t-shirt's massive. So all the lights are going to be off in this particular part of the ship. I hope everybody's sleeping well. I've got to go and attach this onto everything else. So first up, we've got to take this piece, and that's going over the escape pods, but we've got to put this light bulb in with it as well. So let's wedge that in there, and we'll get this placed down and then fixed in. You go like that, I think. Yes, you do. Good. Screws. Which ones? DM. Seems slightly off. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I've screwed it in a bit too hard, or maybe once it goes onto the frame, it all kind of, the shape will kind of tease out a little bit. I don't know. I'm gonna wing it for now. Alright, there we go. Piece is all done. Do we go about attaching this to the saucer right about now? We got to test some lights first, but then yes. Oh, that is lit up nicely. That is very much in the way, but it's looking good. Let's get this onto the saucer. And there we go. We are getting really close to finishing this. Really close. I can almost tell you how close. So we're moving on to stage 52, despite not using this piece from stage 51, but we are going to be doing some stuff with that now. We're going to start assembling the opposing side of the nacelle. So we've got a couple of bits in here that are going to help us. They're going to help us achieve that end. So I'm going to stop faffing, I'm going to get on with things. Alright, so we're putting that in there. We're essentially mirroring things with this big plastic frame piece. And we do need that now. So you're going... Yeah, it wants to go this way in. And then we need to screw that in place so we can hold the grill. Right, so now that we have that bit all done, we can put that to one side. I was hoping we might be actually putting it in the nacelle, but that's kind of what we're looking at the moment. We'll put you over to one side because we will be doing something more with that immediately in the next part. So we've got this little swooping bit on the back of the saucer. It's going to be nice to put this on because then we've got very few pieces left to worry about for the back of the saucer. So starting off with our transporter emitter, which will be filling in this little recess. Let's get that done, start filling in some windows and get that onto the frame as well. Lighting's all good, everything's set up. Let's get this onto the saucer and move back to the nacelle. And there we go. It's looking all mirrored now, which is good. Piece by piece, it slowly gets better and better. Right, putting this back down, we're moving on to the next part where we're doing some more stuff with the nacelle. So, we've got to take, I think we need this now, finally looking back at the very front of the Bussard collector. And we've got to take all these other little bits of varying coloured plastic, and we've got to put them all together. They're one big solid, like, reflector thing. So I think that goes in there. Then the little white piece goes into this one. That's got a hole in there for the LED to go into. It'd be nice if the camera would focus, and then you might be able to see it. But the three, well, all of the pieces just kind of slot in like that, so they all just nestle together. And yeah, then we've got to take one of the lights from here. I believe it's this one, and we've got to plug that into this. So that's just got to squeeze in right in there, and then yeah, we've got to stop somewhat piecing this thing together. Well, I thought we were. Turns out I've got to just put it off to one side for a minute, but we can try and just nestle the front of that in there. That's not going to work because the wire is too spring-loaded. So, alright, we'll put that off to one side, along with the rest of it. Now you're going to see we've got some reflector panels, windows, escape pods. We've got to fill this big piece out. Like, this is, you know, the entire back of the saucer, right where it connects to the star drive section in here. And this is the real sign of us starting to close things off around the back end of the saucer. So we're going to be adding various different bits into this over the next couple of stages. This will be on the saucer by the time we're done with today's video. But we have this, which is just a nice little molded plastic set of windows that needs to fit in here. And then I need to start off with the windows and escape pods around this. So give me a minute, I'll get right on that. Only a couple of windows to light up on this first bit, but the piece is coming together. Now we've got to do the other side over here. Now none of the windows are going to be like illuminated on this side, so we've just got a flat panel that needs to go above that, or over it. Just get that fixed into place, then we can see what's next. And there we go. All the centre of that section is done. We've got the bits on the sides that we'll be doing later on. And then we can get this onto the saucer as well, and oh, I can't wait. It's going to really start completing things. And we're down to the last stage already, but it's time for us to start wrapping up some of this. So I've got, interestingly, more escape pods and windows to do. I mean, you know, I'm more shocked at the amount of escape pods. I think they might even be rivaling the number of windows on this one. That's rather impressive. So the windows and escape pods are all in place. It's time to take our light and our reflector, and we've got to place them over this side. This is going to be some fiddly business, making sure that things aren't going to fall out or get stuck on other wires. Come on, let's play nice, shall we? Where are these going? Escape pod was trying to escape. And that's what you're meant to do, but not like that. And lights are on. Whether anybody's home is another matter. And that side is all fired up as well. This piece has taken a while to put together, but it is now ready to go onto the frame with the rest of the saucer, I believe. Oh yes it is. Give me a minute, this is going to be fun. The wires are through in the correct parts, so we've got to try and get this. It needs to somewhat hook in, I think, under these pieces up here. I may have to loosen these just to get this piece closer to the frame. I'm going to flip it over and we'll come back to this once I've got it done. Oh, I think we're in. I've got to get these screws in quick. Oh, I'm going to lose it. I'm the wrong engineer for this. There's a very important part missing from this, but it'll be on here soon. Ah, it's fantastic to finally have this all the way around. Oh boy, don't know if she looked good. I don't know what that sentence was. Back to the nacelle. So now we've got all that stuff with the saucer out of the way, we've got this little piece here which is designed to go on the back of all of this to hold everything in place. And I've got to make sure that I get that plugged into the right place. I believe that's going in here somewhere. Pretty tricky to find. I think that might be the spot. Yes, it is. Not quite fixed in yet, but we've got to get this other running light out here from the back end. Has to go into... Oh, how are you wiring? Yeah, look, I need to look at the instructions a bit closer. I'm going a bit blind in my old age. I don't know how the hell they want me to get a bulb through this tiny little hole. The bulb is much too big for it. It won't sit in place. And very obviously in the instructions it is showing that the bulb is going through the hole. And I can't get it to do that. I need to work on an idea. I think I've managed to get that in there to a point where it shouldn't come out. It is protruding through a little bit, so hopefully that's going to do the job. Now we've got to fix all of this on. I've got to figure out where this wire needs to be going. You need to feed through here, through this bit. And then we can wrap everything else out and in. And we can close this bad boy up. Right, now one thing I forgot to do before, like, being able to finish this bit up, I didn't take the screws out of the back, and I'm trying to hold all of this in place with the other hand. Multitasking is not my specialty. Okay, and there we go. Our warp nacelle is starting to look a hell of a lot better. Looks much better now that we've got that nice red tip up on the front. Nice big bulbous red tip. You know. Nacelles are quite phallic, aren't they? Send nacelle pics. I don't know. That's going to do it for this issue. But yeah, I'm going to be sitting down to do the next one straight away because there are another couple of big, nice big developments that are going to be getting to happen. So I'm going to wrap this one up here, and I'll just say thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, do check out the playlist on the channel for more Star Trek related content, Let's Plays, metal covers, all that good stuff. And yeah, I will be back very soon, incredibly soon for me, and I'll just say thank you again for watching, and I'll catch you all very, very soon. This is Captain Meatshield, signing off.